Let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to mention? Well, I guess we should talk about Zelda's trailer a little bit.
Well, there's a few other things, not just Zelda, but okay.
Did you notice Zelda taking a bath?
I I don't know. I think I noticed it, but I didn't remember it.
It's a
Or
very quick shot of her in a pond, standing with
oh,
her
okay.
back. Okay, it's clearly that I don't know if she's bathing, but it's that iconic image of how like there's always that
That
in a
picture
movie or
that people
something
uses
a
the
man.
most.
There's in movies and stuff. There's always the man that comes through the jungle and he comes across the bathing beauty in a pond, and that was clearly that shot. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it looked like. Okay, she wasn't naked, but it was still that shot. And I'm just like, that's a risque shot for Zelda. Like,
See, when you said like taking a shower or taking a bath, I don't know why I literally pictured like her in a bathtub. That's why I thought. I was like, that's why I was like, it
oh,
wasn't coming to mind.
no, that would have been funny.
Or just sexy in a way, but
But
um,
they really seem like she's going to play a big role in this game with her sobbing and crying on
I
things
know.
and stuff
I
like
that
that.
part I was like, whoa, it got like really
Yeah.
emotional in that
But
part.
here's the thing: if she's in, here's one thing that really stuck out to me.
Huh.
Okay, if she's in the game this month, she's taking her little bath, she's crying. She seems to be also some kind of a warrior too. There's times where it looks like she has weapons and she's ready, and like she might be some kind of a helper person to Link every once in a while. I don't know, but something that stood out was a male voice that said, "Please save my daughter."
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was about to say that.
Exactly.
So is this
if we're
the
assuming
mom of
that's
Zelda?
no,
Oh,
how could
okay.
we be saving? Why would we be saving her? She clearly seems to be all right. She's
See,
not kidnapped. She's right there. She's in the pond. She's crying on our shoulder. How? Why do we need to save her? We already have her.
yeah.
There's got to be somebody else that we need to save.
What if it is like a mom or something, or like I don't know, the king or something. I don't know. No. You know what I mean? But I don't
Well,
know.
I'm assuming that's who's saying it is the king.
I mean, I don't know. It could be anything.
I know.
Sort of. I mean, like, even imagine this. What if that person, it looks like Zelda, and all this, and it's weirdly enough, it's not Zelda. What if it was like that? Like what
That
if
is possible.
what if like it's literally a daughter of the Zelda that we all think it is, but her name is like something like Zelda, or just like, oh, it's just not Zelda, but it's Zelda's daughter or something.
What? Yeah, yeah. It could be Zelda's daughter, and Zelda still is kidnapped, and the king would still say, "Save my daughter," because that is his daughter. He didn't say, "Save my grandchild,"
Yeah.
because it's been 100 years, right?
Yeah.
So maybe
Maybe.
it is her daughter.
I don't know. Like
But if it's her daughter, who did she bang?
Link's
Link's been asleep for 100 years.
ancestor? Oh, I know what you meant. Oh, wait. What?
Boom.
Oh, fucking cows.
What?
That
She
would be
go into
interesting.
the sleeping chamber and just ride away while he's asleep. Woohoo! Yeah.
Who
Who's she
knows?
boning? That's her daughter. Yeah.
God, but I don't know. I don't know.
Also, I love this part.
What?
Timeline theory.
Oh, the timeline.
Timeline theory.
I'm
we
bad
go.
with I'm bad with this part. I don't even know where technically it could be anywhere in the timeline. I
There's
really don't.
only one place that makes sense to me right now, even though the timeline doesn't make sense. But that's another argument completely. But there's only one place that makes sense to me, and if they don't put it there, they're wrong.
Okay.
They're wrong. They're completely wrong. But
No,
it's already wrong.
I'm just gonna guess before you say it.
Alright.
Just an educational guess, maybe not even educational.
Alright.
Is it? Well, guessing. Is it after Skyward Sword?
No.
Or okay, then that was
I
don't
would
know.
put this game in the defeated timeline. Oh no, what is it? The defeated timeline? No.
The defeated
Hold
timeline is Zelda 1, 2, Link to the Past, and I think Oracle of Season Ages, or Link's Awakening. I don't remember.
on. Where do they put? No, no, no. I don't think that's it then. Where do they
No, wait.
list?
Well, I don't know. God, I gotta look at the damn timeline again. I don't remember
Yeah,
the
that's
damn.
what. That's what I'm looking at too. No, 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 no. Okay. Hero. No, this goes in the hero is
Defeated or whatever.
No, no. This comes after Ocarina of Time, but not in any of the. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'm
what
looking.
gonna say.
Okay, now I'm looking at the timeline. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Okay. It's gonna piss people off, but the only thing that makes sense to me is that it comes after Ocarina of Time,
Mm-hmm.
but not in any of the branches.
Oh, do you think it's a totally different timeline then,
It's
or another alternative timeline?
it's one that makes okay, if it's gonna go in a branch, then yes, it's gotta be in the defeated branch. But I don't think defeated is what people think it is. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say here, okay? Okay, know how they have this branch where, like, so it says the hero is defeated, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Everybody assumes that means Link is you lost in Ocarina of Time, or you died, or whatever, okay?
Mhm.
That doesn't have to mean that. It could also mean that he was defeated in some other means, okay? Maybe, maybe there's, he wins, but, you know, when this new Ganon comes back, he loses. You know, like he could have. This doesn't have to be. You know, I know what I want to say. I'm just not saying it right. So he could be put away for the 100 years because this Link has already attempted to defeat this version of Ganon and lost.
So you're saying it's I don't know.
It might be the Ocarina of Time guy, but it might not be. That's what I'm saying. So, like, it could be him lost. He lost in Ocarina of Time, and so they sealed him away, and Ganon wins, and he takes over the world, and now he's waking up again to have a second crack at him.
Okay. I see what you mean. So, do you think it could be like in between looking at this timeline, like Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time? Then,
Yes, but I'm hoping that some of this story makes some sense to set up a Link to the Past, because there's so much of a Link to the Past in that particular timeline that doesn't make sense at all.
okay.
Like, okay, lots of these timeline. Okay, the Twilight Princess timeline I can agree with somewhat.
That's actually my favorite timeline.
I don't really agree with it all, but whatever. We'll somewhat agree with that. The funny enough, the only one I completely agree with is the Wind Waker side of the timeline. I think that one's correct completely, because there's no way you could fuck that one up. But,
yeah, the
but
hero
the
of
story
trains.
between Ocarina of Time and then the next game in the defeated line being A Link to the Past makes zero sense to me. Absolutely none. Because it's almost the exact same story. Like, it more makes sense that he's sealed away, not lost. Ganon is trapped inside the Sacred Realm. He got the he got the Triforce, but he never got back to Hyrule. In Ocarina of Time, he did. He got the Triforce. He got back to Hyrule. In A Link to the Past, he didn't get back. So that feels like it should be in another timeline. It should feel like Link to the Past feels like it's in a timeline where Link comes back to the past as a kid, tells him what happens, and when Ganon goes to trick him, you know how Link takes the Master Sword out in Ocarina of Time, and that's when Ganon tricked him to get into the Sacred Realm, right?
Yeah.
This time, he would know that, so he would do the exact same thing, take the sword out, let Ganon go in and trick them, but everybody else would be prepared for it, so the sages or whatever could seal him in there and not let him out. And that's why he's trapped in there for A Link to the Past, trying to get out.
Makes a lot of sense.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It does make a lot of sense. Shouldn't be defeated. He should be the one that's defeated, is Ganon. He was trapped in there with the Triforce.
But what if let's say it's not even those three timelines. Let's say it's a totally different alternative timeline. Which is
Then they're just really fucking everybody over. But honestly, the real place they should put this, if I was gonna choose, if I ignore everything I've seen so far, the best place to put a game is after Zelda 2. Don't try mixing games in the middle anymore. Put one at the end of Zelda 2. Because, or you could even start another branch, because they've already said that you can branch off games because he dies or he loses. Zelda 2 has the perfect branch. When you die in that game, it clearly says, the return of Ganon.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. So why not make a game based off of what would happen if that happened?
True.
So, if Link dies in Zelda 2, Ganon comes back, he takes over, maybe they seal him away for this 100 years, and now we got our new game.
I don't know.
Me either. Me either. I just like to talk.
Just like to talk. Oh my god. That made me think a lot, but everything you said, it does make sense. Unless they fuck with us with something.
Oh, they fucked with us, don't worry about that.
Or they say something or do something in the game that completely throws anything off.
All I know is when the game comes out, I will be going completely blind to anything Zelda. Somebody says the word Zelda on my Twitter timeline, they're getting unfollowed. Okay?
They're getting unfollowed. They can
They're
say
getting unfollowed.
They can say something like, "Oh, hey, Cows, I really loved your Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past Let's Play. Unfollow you." The fuck?
Okay, if they say something about the game,
okay, like
Zelda.
they have to say in actual like sentence wise, Breath of the Wild or Zelda or Zelda
I cannot
Switch.
risk.
Like
I'm not taking any chances that I'm going to get spoiled on this game. Okay, so I either A, have to take months off of my life and ignore the internet.
Months
okay,
off of my life.
Okay,
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
It's
to
a
beat
huge
the game.
game. You think I'm gonna beat it in a couple days?
If you 24/7 did it.
But yeah, nobody's gonna spoil this game for me. So be wary out there if you want me to continue to follow.
Hey,
you.
Cows. I have something important to tell you about Breath of the Wild.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it has Zelda in it.
Oh shit. I should hope so.
I think there might be grass and apples and a horse.
I didn't see any apples.
Okay, really quick, there actually is an apple. Yeah, they showed it off in the gaming awards of not the last year but the year before. They showed like him getting apples.
I can't wait to just put the apples in the pot, cook it up.
Like, you could actually hit a tree or something and you get apples. I'm actually very surprised you don't know that. I don't know why. Just apples.
I don't know that. I'm gonna get so sidetracked though. I'm gonna get so sidetracked in this game because the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm not probably even gonna play the actual game. Like, I'll be playing the game, but I won't be playing it in the way that they want me to play it, because I'm gonna test the limits of what they've promised. They've said it's an open world game, so I'm gonna see how fucking far I can go. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get.
Hopefully there's
Like-
not a glitch that happened in Skyward Sword that you can't take on the Thunder Temple or something. It has to be... But you know what the glitch was, right?
Yeah, that it was a story glitch because they expect you to do the story in a certain way, but then people realized that after the 4th dungeon, you can actually do the 5th and 6th you can do the 6th before the 5th.
Yeah.
Which they didn't expect anybody to do, but as good Zelda players, we're looking to not do it in order, and you finally let us, and then it glitched up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't do anything like that, of course, but...
No, it shouldn't, because
I know
you're
it
supposed to be
shouldn't,
able to do this in any
but-
order.
I know, it shouldn't, but... Just saying, hopefully it doesn't.
The only reason it would do that is because they really have rushed this game, because there was so many rumors that this game was going to be delayed. But I think that was just everybody panicking because, you know, what Zelda game hasn't been delayed?
Yeah, you're right.
Now the answer to that question can be this one. This one has not been.
Maybe. That's all you have to say about Zelda?
That's about it.
Okay.
Is there anything else you need to say about the Nintendo Switch?
There's 3 games we didn't even mention. There's
All
someone
right.
knocking on my door and I don't want to answer it.
Tell them you're naked.
It's my niece that's like 5 years old.
Exactly. So if you're naked, they can't come in.
Alright, so Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Well, they don't have the word Chronicles, I just put it in there. Xenoblade 2.
Alright.
And I know you
Alright.
can hear the knocking on the door. And I just don't want to open
Alright.
it. Anyways, I'm surprised about the name because I thought X was the sequel to the first one. So that's big part of it. I'm interested in the series. I haven't really played much of it. Both games. And then the sequel, I don't know, sequel. The second name title one comes and I'm a little confused. I'm not, of course, if I had like a Xenoblade like you know, fan or something, then yeah, they could probably explain it a little bit, but in a way, no. And in a way, no.
Not really a fan of the series. No real interest in the game. I'm sure other people are hyped for it, though. I'm sure it will do well on the system. But me personally, I'm not really feeling it.
Not really feeling it.
Not really feeling it.
Same. I mean, like, I'm interested in it, but I'm probably not buying it like day one or anything like that. People keep knocking my door, so I'm keep ignoring that. So it's so hard to ignore it. And then yeah, that's kind of really it. Just confuses me with the name because I don't know much about it. Anyways, I know it's getting annoying. Should I answer it? Fine. I'll be right back. Say whatever you want to do.
Say what I want to say. Do what I want to do. I'm singing for you. She was a little Spanish treat. No. That was weird. Little Spanish flea. And something on TV, right? Or something like that. I don't know. Proud as I could be. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-boop. Ba-da-da-da-do-ba-do-boop. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-do-ba-do-do-do-do-do-do. I really wish I knew the lyrics to this song. but I don't 'cause I'm all wrong. Maybe if I remembered, there was a little Spanish flea. Oh yeah, a record star he thought he'd be. He heard of the singers like the Beatles and the Chipmunks he'd seen on TV. Why not a little Spanish flea? And then I forget what the rest is. Yeah, I remember the Beatles part though. Because the Beatles, right? They're awesome. Zealous, don't tell people you don't like the Beatles. It's not cool. Like, everybody likes the Beatles. And now I'm starting to run out of things to even mumble to myself, so maybe he should come back soon, you know. What else can I sing about and talk about? I really don't know. Blubbery, 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 out of shape dude. Look at me. I'm a pear. Do 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 do. Hervin.
I'm back.
Hervin.
Yes.
Dun 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 dun. Let's go, Herman.
Well, you're just doing this the whole time.
I was doing a multitude of things, including trying to remember the lyrics to A Little Spanish Flea.
Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry about that interruption. I don't even know what they interrupted me for, but what happened was, opened the door. My niece told me my sister wanted me. I went to my sister's room. She doesn't even remember what she needs me for. And then someone knocks on the front door, and apparently there's pizza. I'm like, "What? We getting pizza? What?" And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I think that was what I was trying to talk to you about." I was like, "You think? Like, what was it?" And then she don't remember.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
All right.